All right, ready to have your mind blown by how thin tech can get?
I'm intrigued.
We're talking gadgets so slim they practically vanish in your hand. Imagine a camera thinner than a stack of credit cards or a whole computer built right into your desk.
That's some serious miniaturization.
You know I love digging into these wild tech videos, and this one had me hooked. It's a showcase of all these impossibly thin gadgets that seem like they're straight out of the future. We're diving into the world of paper-thin tech.
It's amazing how much technology we can now pack into such incredibly small spaces.
Right. And it's not just about making things smaller for the sake of it. It's about how this incredible shrinking act changes what's possible, how we use these devices, how we even think about tech. But before we get to the superlatives of thinness, let's start with something that caught my eye. A custom PC built into a desk.
Because thinness isn't always the goal, but can be a pretty awesome side effect.
Exactly. This desk is like the epitome of sleek design meets functionality. Imagine this. You walk up to this desk, and it's got these mechanical legs.
Okay, I'm picturing it. Mechanical legs so it adjusts to your perfect height.
You got it. With like a single button press.
Nice.
But it gets even cooler. The top of the desk, it's color-changing glass.
So it can go from transparent to opaque.
You know it. Talk about setting the mood for work or, some serious gaming.
Right. And of course, it's got to have the top-of-the-line components, right? You wouldn't want to sacrifice performance just for a cool design.
Oh, absolutely not. This thing's packing some serious power under the hood. It really makes you think about what a workspace could be.
Definitely. It's like a whole new way of thinking about how we interact with our tech.
It really is. And seeing something like that just gets those creative juices flowing. Like, what would your ideal thin workspace look like? Would you go for like a disappearing monitor? Or maybe a keyboard that folds away like origami?
I'm all about that folding keyboard. That'd be awesome.
Right. The possibilities are pretty much endless. But okay, let's get to the heart of it. The how thin that gauntlet. This video had me saying that out loud with every new gadget they showed. Get ready for a parade of tech that keeps getting thinner and thinner, and I gotta warn you, you are not ready for just how far they take it.
Oh, you know I love a good challenge. Hit me with your best shot. What's first?
All right, let's start with printers.
Printers. Okay, how thin can they possibly make a printer?
That's what I thought. But get this. We're talking slimmer than a pair of AirPods.
No way, seriously.
I'm not kidding. 2.5 centimeters thin? That's thinner than some sandwiches I've seen.
You're joking. And it actually, prints?
Oh, it absolutely prints. And not just like low-res black and white stuff. We're talking high-resolution photos wirelessly from your phone. When I saw it in action, I was floored. Are we headed to a world without those clunky old printers? This thing makes it seem possible.
It would certainly change how we think about printing. Imagine portable printing becoming the norm. Need a document or a photo printed? Bam, done. Anywhere, anytime.
Right. It's not even just about shrinking the tech itself. It's about how that shrinkage opens up completely new ways of living and working. And you know the innovation doesn't stop with printers. This video just kept throwing thinner and thinner gadgets at me. And next up, we're talking speakers.
Okay, I'm all ears. How thin can they make a speaker, really?
You're not going to believe this. The Lenovo 700. This thing is barely thicker than a centimeter.
Seriously. And I'm guessing it still sounds good.
That's the thing, right? You wouldn't think something that thin could pack any kind of punch, but it totally defies expectations. I was blown away by the sound quality in that video. It just goes to show they're doing some seriously cool stuff with acoustic engineering these days.
It's remarkable how far audio technology has come. To get that kind of sound from something so thin, they must be using some cutting-edge materials and designs.
Oh, absolutely. It's like they shrunk down those giant speakers from concert halls into something you can practically slip into your back pocket.
It's mind-boggling when you think about it that way.
Right. But hold on, because it gets even wilder. They featured this thing called Blade, and it's not even really a speaker, but it turns any surface into one.
No, that's interesting. How does that even work?
So basically, you stick this little device onto anything, a wall, a table, even a cardboard box, and it uses vibrations to create the sound.
So it's like it's using those surfaces as its own personal speaker cone. That's really clever.
It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. The video showed it stuck to this cardboard box, and I'm telling you, it sounded like a concert in there.
I can only imagine. They really are pushing the boundaries of audio technology.
No kidding. But okay, get ready for this next one because it blew my mind. We're talking laptops now. And this one, the Acer Swift 7, this thing is ridiculously thin. Less than a centimeter, like 2 credit cards stacked together.
Whoa! And it's a fully functional laptop.
That's the thing. It's not just some concept design. It's got a screen, a keyboard, a trackpad, the works, all crammed into something thinner than a pancake.
That just seems impossible. They're packing so much technology into these incredibly thin devices.
I know, right? It's like they're defying the laws of physics. And seeing these kinds of advancements with laptops gets me thinking about other wearables too. Like, imagine sunglasses so thin they could practically disappear when you fold them up.
Well, they actually have something pretty close to that in this video. Remember those sunglasses, the Rove,
Oh,
that fold up super
oh
small?
yeah. Those things were cool.
When they're unfolded, they're about 7 millimeters thick, which isn't the thinnest on our list, but when they're folded.
Practically paper thin, right?
Exactly. They fold up so small you could practically lose them in your coin pocket.
That's true. It's a good reminder that thinness isn't always about breaking records. It's also about making things more functional and convenient.
Exactly. And speaking of cool practical tech, remember that glass keyboard we were talking about
Oh,
earlier?
yeah. The one that looks like what? Just a sheet of glass?
That's the one. They actually showed a working version of it in this video.
No way. How does that even work? Is it like a touch screen?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's all touch sensitive, and the keys light up so you can see what you're doing. It looks seriously futuristic.
Man, that's wild. So it seems like physical keys might become a thing of the past, huh? Maybe we'll all be typing on invisible keyboards projected onto our desks or something.
The possibilities are pretty amazing when you think about it, but this next display they showed makes that glass keyboard look thick in comparison.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. They've got that display that's thinner than paper, right?
You got it. It's insane. I know it's not the highest resolution yet at only 1080p, but still. To make a functional display that thin, it's mind-blowing.
It's like they're showing off at this point, like, look what we can do, but hey, I'm here for it. Imagine a world where displays are so thin and flexible that you can just slap them onto any surface. We're talking interactive walls, windows that double as TVs, even clothes that can display information.
It's like something out of a science fiction novel, but it seems like we're getting closer and closer to that reality every day.
I know, right? That's wild. But amidst all this super thin tech, they also showcase some gadgets that prioritize comfort alongside thinness.
You're talking about the Cocoon Nightbuds. Those earbuds designed for sleeping.
Those are the ones they practically disappear when you lie down.
And they're packed with all sorts of cool tech to help you sleep better. They track your sleep patterns, they can mask snoring sounds, they even fade out your music as you drift off.
Right. No more earbuds poking you in the head while you're trying to sleep. They really thought of everything. Okay, but we got to talk about this mouse they showed.
Let me guess, another contender for thinnest device on the list.
You know it. This thing was so thin it basically disappeared under my hand when I saw it in the video. Half a centimeter?
Wow, that makes those ergonomic gaming mice look like bricks. What's the point of making a mouse that thin? Do you even notice it's there when you're using it?
That's a good question, and it reminds me of a point this video made without actually saying it. They were obsessed with thinness, right? But they also highlighted gadgets where thinness wasn't the main goal at all, like the Remarkable 2 tablet. It's thin, sure, but the really cool thing is the tech that makes it feel like paper.
Oh yeah, that e-ink technology is pretty amazing. It's not about being razor thin, it's about creating an experience that feels more natural, more like writing on paper.
Exactly. And you can even convert those handwritten notes to digital text. So you get that classic pen and paper feel without having to decipher your own handwriting later. But okay, back to the thinness for the win category. They showed this power bank, the clutch charger. It was so slim it could practically get lost in a stack of credit cards.
I'm all about those slim power banks. Nothing worse than having a brick in your pocket along with your phone.
Right. But this one made me wonder, like, how much of a charge can something that thin even hold?
Well, according to the video, it's actually got enough juice to give your phone a decent boost when you need it most.
Nice. So it's not just about looking sleek, it's actually practical too. Okay, get ready for this one. They showed a wallet, the Win wallet, that was thinner than 2 credit cards stacked together.
No way. How is that even possible? What do you even keep in a wallet that thin? A single dollar bill.
Right, it's like they were pushing the very definition of what a wallet could be, but they didn't stop there. They took it even further with this mouse pad.
Okay, now I'm really curious. A thin mouse pad. What's the point?
That's what I thought. It was so thin you could barely even see it on the desk. I honestly don't know what kind of practical benefit that offers, but it was just so wild to see.
It speaks to this human desire to keep pushing the limits, right? To see how far we can go, even if it's just for the sake of it.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the grand finale, the ultimate example of paper-thin tech that left my jaw on the floor.
Okay, you've built it up this much, it better be good. What is it?
So imagine this, a fully functional Android device, thinner than a sheet of paper.
Okay, I'm picturing it. Go on.
Now imagine you can bend it, flex it, fold it, just like a piece of cardboard.
Wait, are you serious? A bendable phone? That's actually a thing.
It's not just a concept. They actually showed a working prototype in this video.
That is unbelievable. I mean, I know flexible screens have been in development for a while, but a fully functional device that thin, that's next level.
Right. And it's not just about making phones more compact. This kind of technology could revolutionize everything. Imagine TVs that roll up like posters, laptops that fold into your pocket. The possibilities are mind-blowing. We've seen printers slimmer than sandwiches, cameras that vanish in your wallet, and even a glimpse into a future where our devices can bend and flex at our command. It's been an incredible journey through the world of paper-thin tech. So what blew your mind the most? What device would you like to see get the paper-thin treatment next? Head over to our social media and let us know using hashtag #PaperThinDreams. And until next time, keep those imaginations running wild. We'll catch you on the flip side for another deep dive.